Namaste, beautiful people, and welcome back to our 30-day challenge. It's a really stunning afternoon here in Costa Rica, and I have the sun coming directly on me. Luckily it's nearer the end of the day, so don't worry, I'm not going to get burnt. And today is number 19, so we're doing amazing, and I'm really proud of you for sticking with this 19 days in a row doing yoga. What a blessing. I'm hoping your bodies are feeling the benefits already. And today you're going to be happy to know we're going to take it really nice and easy. Today is let go. So we're going to really release all of our muscles, especially after yesterday's class where we did a lot of pointing the toes, balance work, things like that. So today let's take it easy, tune into the body, stretch it all out, and help to gain a little extra flexibility. So come into a nice comfortable seat, any seat of your choice. We're going to start off by tuning into the body. So sit up nice and tall through the spine, close the eyes, place the hands on the knees, or you can just relax them into your lap, wherever feels more comfortable for you. Remember to engage the Mula Bandha, our root lock, the one we spoke about a couple of days ago. And just relax. Start off with a very natural breath. Don't force anything just yet. Allow all of your thoughts to pass you by if any thoughts come into your mind. And then when you're ready, we're going to start to inhale and exhale deeply in and out of the nostrils. Take one more deep inhale and let it go. Exhale. On an inhale, raise your hands above your head, touch your palms and draw them into your heart center. Bow your head. Thank yourself for showing up on the mat today. Namaste. Let's begin. Let's start off on all fours. Come onto your hands and knees, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Find a nice stable tabletop here, and then on an inhale, drop the belly and look up. Exhale, arch the spine, push the shoulder blades apart. Inhale, look up, drop the belly. Exhale, arch the spine, push the shoulder blades apart. Take two more in your own time. Inhaling as you drop the belly. Exhaling as you arch the spine. One more. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, arch the back. Now walk the hands forward, and we're just going to take a few rolls here with the hips. Do whatever feels right for your body. So start to move in circles in one direction, just warming up through the hips. Take a couple more, and then we're going to rotate in the opposite direction. And then do the opposite direction, inhaling as you come forward, exhaling back. Letting go of any tension that might be in the body right now. Take a couple more. In your own time, feeling through the body. Then send your hips back, knees underneath the hips. Walk your hands forward for puppy pose, sending the tailbone up towards the sky. Feel free to take your forehead down to the mat, or you can take your chin and your chest and see if you can get as low as you can down to the mat, only if this feels good. If it doesn't feel good, then bring it back a little bit and just take the head to the mat and be nice and soft, letting go through the shoulders. Take 2 more deep breaths. Inhale, walk your hands back up, and we're going to thread the needle. So keep your left arm as it is, take your right arm underneath the body, send it across, come over onto the side of the head, and you can take that top arm up and over, or you can just place it on the ground and get a little deeper into the twist. Take 3 deep inhales and exhales here. Inhale yourself back up, and we're going to swap over. Let's thread the needle on the other side, taking the left arm underneath the right, coming over onto that side of the face. Keep that arm up and take the twist. Take 3 deep breaths here. On an inhale, bring yourself back up, and let's walk ourselves into our first downward dog. Send your hips up and back, and don't worry if your heels are not touching the ground. Just be where you are, stretching through the body, sending the tailbone up towards the sky. You can walk your dog, you can even take a few twists here, bending through the right leg and stretching out the left side of the body. And then take it over to the other side, stretching out through the right side of the body, bending through the left leg. And when you're ready, come back into position for your downward facing dog. And let's take 5 deep breaths here. Remember to suck in the lower abdomen. And if you can, engage your Mula Bandha here. On an inhale, bend the knees, look forward, and either step, walk, or jump to the top of the mat. Whatever feels better for you. Inhale, halfway lift, look up, exhale, fold forward, and just hold on to your elbows, allowing everything to hang heavy, stretching through the back of the legs. If you want to bend your knees, and just rest your rib cage on the top of the knees, letting everything go here, that's absolutely fine. If you want to straighten the back, keep it nice and straight. Allow the head to hang really heavy here, guys. Releasing the spine, releasing the hamstrings. Just breathe and relax. You're even welcome to let go and allow your hands to just hang on the ground. You can close your eyes here or look directly between the legs. If you're struggling a bit with stability, that's absolutely fine. Look straight ahead. Just keep everything nice and soft. On an inhale, raise your hands up to the sky, touch your hands above the head, look up, and exhale to your heart center. Just stand here in mountain for a moment. Take your hands by the sides of the body. Keep everything nice and engaged. Sucking in the cool. Shoulders back and behind you. Take 3 deep breaths. On an inhale, raise the hands above the head. Take a mini back bend if you would like. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Plant the hands and we're just going to step the left leg back. Keep it lifted just for a moment. Keeping the hands on the ground, sucking everything in. Look forward, open through the chest. And then slowly drop that knee. The closer that knee is to the front of the shin here, the easier the stretch is going to be for you. Stretching out the psoas here on the left side. Sit up nice and tall, keep the spine elongated and try to keep your hips squared off at the front of the mat. So start off with hands to the heart center. Sit up nice and tall. Don't sink, oh sorry, just let go and allow yourself to sink lower into the pose. Allow everything to become nice and heavy. And when you're ready, we're going to take eagle arms for a nice shoulder, back of the shoulder stretch. Okay, so we're going to take our left arm on top of the right, and you can just wrap them once, and that's fine, and then bring your arms up and look up. Just try to keep the arms together. If you can wrap them twice and get your palms to meet, then do that. First of all, let's exhale, pull the arms down. Look straight ahead. On your inhale, lift them up to the sky and look straight ahead. Lifting the neck up a little bit, but keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Hold this for 2 breaths. Exhale, release. Bring your hands down to the ground and let's send our hips back for our half Hanumanasana, half split pose. You're welcome to bend the knee as much as needed. We're going to engage the foot, sending the foot right up to the sky. This is going to feel amazing for the calves, the part that we worked on yesterday. So sending it up to the sky. Try to square off the hips, keeping the left hip coming forward, the right hip slightly back. Remember, you can bend that leg. There's no need to keep it straight if it's not possible or if it's very uncomfortable. And then as you breathe into the pose, with time you may find that your hamstring is starting to let go, and maybe you can get a little lower and a little deeper into the stretch. But just be where you are, don't force anything. The most important thing is to keep the spine nice and long, to keep the neck nice and long, looking down, and to send the tailbone up towards the sky. This is going to deepen the stretch even more. So it doesn't matter if your stretch doesn't look like mine. If you're bent like this and you think, oh, why? That's okay. With time, these hamstrings will open up for you. Just don't forget, I've done this for years. It's taken me a long time to get here too. With persistence, with consistency, all will come, guys. Take 2 more deep breaths. And then bend through the leg. We're going to do a plank here. So place the hands down, take your plank. It's up to you if you want to take an easy plank and drop the knees, then feel free to do that. Otherwise, push up through the shoulders, really engage through the legs. And then we're going to exhale. You can either go all the way down to the belly, taking a baby cobra, or take a chaturanga to an upward facing dog. Exhale down. Inhale, come on up. And then exhale your hips up and back into your downward facing dog. Feel free to take a child's pose here if that feels better and feels right for you. Otherwise, let's take 3 deep breaths here in downward facing dog, sending the tailbone up towards the sky, stretching through the arms. Now on an inhale, drop the knees, look forward, and you can either step, walk, or hop to the front of the mat. Just take a baby hop. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Pull yourself a little deeper if you can. And then inhale the hands to the sky. Hands above the head, touch the palms. Exhale to your heart center. Come into your mountain, close your eyes. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. On your next inhale, raise the hands above the head, look up. Exhale, fold forward, bending at the hips. Come as low as you can, and when you need to bend the knees, then do that. Come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, plant the palms, and we're going to step the right foot back this time and do everything on the other side. So staying up, keeping that leg nice and strong. Look forward, broaden through the shoulders, keep the shoulders away from the ears. And just enjoy this lunge just for a moment. Take one more deep inhale and drop that back knee. And remember that knee, the closer it is to this heel, the easier the stretch is going to be for you. So do what feels right for your body. Come on up. Allow everything to let go and to sink down towards the mat. Take your hands to your heart center just for now. Take 2 more deep breaths here. And we're going to wrap our arms. So taking our right arm on top of the left this time. You can just wrap them once and push them against each other. That's enough. Or see if you can wrap them and get your palms to touch. Just as much as possible for your arms. Suck in the lower abdomen, pull the arms down the body. Look straight ahead. Exhale. Inhale, lift the arms up and send your neck slightly up, looking at the ceiling, but not too high so that you're straining the neck. Just a little bit, looking at the knuckles is a good point. A good point of view. Take 2 more deep breaths here. And release. Send your hands to the ground, and we're going to send our hips back for our half Hanumanasana, half split pose. Send that foot pointing up towards the sky. Stretching out this hamstring nice and deeply, and remember, as much as you need to bend this leg, that's absolutely fine. There's no competition, guys. But if you can keep it straight, then of course keep it straight. Send the tailbone up towards the sky. Keep your spine nice and long. Just enjoy that stretch on the hamstring here. You'll also be able to feel it in your calf because your foot is engaged. Pulling all those muscles, releasing them, helping them to let go. When you feel the muscles starting to let go and to allow you to get deeper, then of course start to walk your hands forward and get a little deeper into the stretch. Only if it feels right for your body. Try to keep those hips squared with the front of the mat, sending that right hip slightly forward and the left hip a little bit backwards. Now inhale, release that leg, bend forward, plant the hands. We're going to take one more plank here. Take a nice strong plank, and then we're all going to exhale all the way down to the ground. Exhale as slowly as you can, come all the way down to the belly. Take your cobra, baby cobra, lifting the hands off the ground, using your spine to lift up through the chest. Exhale, come on down. Send your hips back behind you. Hold on to the back of the knees, the back of the ankles. Ankles are very different to knees. Or just hold on to the outside of the ankles. We're going to take rabbit pose, whatever feels more comfortable. Place the top of your head onto the mat. It's actually not very easy with my bun. And start to push your hips up towards the sky, stretching through the shoulders once again. And release. Let's send our legs out in front of us. And we're going to come into a bit of a side twist here, a side stretch. So take your right leg out, keep the toes engaged up towards the sky. As much as you need to bend the leg, keep it bent, no worries. You can even place a towel or something underneath the knee. You can just stay here, sitting up nice and tall. If that's enough of a stretch on the inner groin here, then fine, just stay here. Or start to lean over to the side. If you can drop your forearm down to the ground and do that, or stay up on the hand. We're going to stretch through the side body. Look up towards your fingertips. Just one more deep breath here. And release. Bringing that right foot towards the groin, sending the left leg out. Let's do the same on the other side. Remember, you can always keep the knee elevated. You can always pause the video, grab something to prop underneath the knee. Just sit up nice and tall. Trying to send the tailbone, tucking the hips behind you. So you're sending the tailbone up towards the sky. If you can get it straight and you want to try and get a bit deeper, either just come onto the fingertips, send the heart up towards the sky, hand up to the sky. You can either look straight ahead or at the fingertips, or drop down onto the forearm. Whichever of those positions feels better for your body and for your neck. Look up towards the fingertips or straight ahead, and let's take 3 deep breaths here. And release. Send both legs out in front of you, and we're going to come down onto our backs. We're going to take a different version of a hip opener. So send the right leg to a 90-degree angle to the ground. Left leg lifted up. Start to turn the leg so that you're creating a figure 4 shape on top of the right here. Now you may need a strap, or you may need a towel, so feel free to pause the video and grab those if needed. Start to bring that right leg towards the body so that you're opening up through this left hip. If you can interlace your hands behind the right leg, then great. Hold on behind the right leg and start to push it towards the body, opening up through this left hip. Keeping the foot engaged by pointing the foot. So point the foot and lift the toes up towards the sky. Rather than engaging the whole foot, which will actually lock the knee, we want to take it a little gentler. So we want to point the foot and lift the toes towards the sky. Keep the shoulder blades down on the ground. Keep the tailbone and the lower back flat against the ground as well, just to keep everything nice and safe here. And when you start to feel the hip loosening up and letting go, then see if you can squeeze the leg a little closer towards the body. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. On your last exhale, squeeze that leg a little closer towards the body and then release. Let go of your interlaced fingers. Send that left leg into the sky, bend it a couple of times. And then let's do the same on the other side. So taking the left leg, 90-degree angle to the ground. Lift up through the right leg, open up through the hip, creating that figure 4 shape. Bringing it to the thigh here of the left foot, pointing the right foot and then lifting the toes up towards the sky. If you can, interlace behind the leg or use your strap or your belt, or if you have a prop of any kind, and hold it behind the leg and just pull that leg towards your body. You can even use the elbow of the right arm here to keep that hip even more open, pushing it against the thigh. Bring it as close to the body as possible, but not so that it's uncomfortable. And remember to keep the shoulder blades on the ground, keep the back nice and flat against the floor. Keeping the tailbone down as well, don't allow the bum to lift up. And let's breathe into this beautiful stretch here on the right side. Take 3 deep inhales and exhales in and out of the nostrils. On your last exhale, see if you can squeeze the legs ever so slightly, a little more towards the body, and then release. Let go of your grip. Send that right leg up into the air, bend through it a couple of times. And we're going to come down for our final resting pose, sending the legs out long, feet a little wider than hip distance, hands a few inches away from the body, facing up towards the sky. With your face facing up towards the sky as well, close your eyes. Allow your fingertips to soften and to feel the natural curve as all the muscles relax. Get as relaxed as you can, and then let's become nice and still. Still in the body, still in the mind, just letting go. Giving into the present moment, the only moment that actually exists is this moment right now, because the past literally is just thoughts in the mind, memories. They don't really exist anymore. It's been and it's gone. In the future, it hasn't arrived just yet. So in essence, it's of a time that doesn't exist, not yet. So enjoy this present moment. Enjoy this gift of life. Allow the body to become heavy, sinking into the ground. Allow your thoughts to pass like clouds in the sky. I'm going to stay with you for 1 minute, and you're welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. Let's take this moment for complete silence. I'll be with you in a minute. For those of you that are ready to close your practice, then with me, keep your eyes closed and start to wiggle the tips of the fingers and then the toes. And then move the wrists and the ankles in one direction. And then the other. Inhale your hands above your head, stretch out the body. Inhale deeply through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Let it all go. Draw your hands to your third eye. Thank yourself for showing up today, day 19. How amazing. And then draw your hands to your heart, keeping your eyes closed. Namaste. I look forward to tomorrow with you, the big 2-0. Enjoy your evening, your afternoon, or whatever it is you're up to. And I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Namaste.